What's up guys, Greeny here. Today I've got another banger for you, altcoin price predictions. I might even throw some memecoin price predictions in at the end, so make sure you stay tuned all the way until the end of the video. You don't want to know what levels we're looking at for some of these meme coins and for some of these altcoins. They are crazy, but as always guys, this is doing technical analysis using my favorite tool, the Fibonacci retracement, or obviously in this case, extension tool. So it's based on facts, based on mathematics, based on technical analysis, not just speculation. So obviously give me a subscribe down below, smash the like button as well. And if you'd like to support the channel and get early access to these videos, plus other perks, check out the membership section. And obviously if you'd like to join me day to day, get access to calls across markets such as futures, across markets such as meme coins, as well as education around becoming a better trader, check out my wop.com link in the description below. As always guys, here's the tutorial. All right, here we go guys. This is a banger. Okay, we're gonna be looking at some price predictions. Now, the way I go about this, guys, is two different ways, okay? We're gonna look at the swing trade from the current local high this cycle to the current local low and see what levels that's looking at. And then obviously I'll zoom out a little bit further and I'll take the swing high, okay, from last cycle to the swing low of this cycle. And then that should give us levels that we're looking at for a particular altcoin. So obviously I'll start with the most famous, the most up-to-date, the most hyped, probably the best returns this cycle if you're trading majors, Solana. And then obviously we'll go into some other top meme coins and top altcoins in the space. So firstly guys, really simple. It's just a Fibonacci tool. Okay, I'm taking it from the swing high, as you can see here, swing high to the swing low. So let's do that and see where price gets us. Okay, so I'm targeting firstly a couple of Fibonacci extensions. So the first one we're going to be looking at is obviously this 1.618. Now, what you'll notice about this swing range here is if this does hold, so if we don't make a lower low than the current low, which was obviously 109 from memory, yep, here on the 5th of August, then the current 1.618 extension actually would make Solana reach an all-time high. So my first target for obviously Solana would have to be $273. The next level will obviously be up here at about the 370 level dollars, guys. And then the next extension, which I actually have turned off, so let's turn that one back on. If we come down here, we go the 3.618. It's not even there. I'm going to have to write it myself. So live in the chat, 3.618. Okay, we'll chuck that one in. And bang, there we go, guys. So 475 would be my swing trade sort of extensions based on price action going up to those levels. Now, swing trading is a very consistent way that my group and I like to trade the market. So that's one way that I like to use this Fibonacci extension tool to track where we could go. Now, obviously, let's use the swing trade from last cycle, so the highs of last cycle, and go all the way down to the lows of this cycle to see what levels we're looking at. So if we take the swing high, which was about 267, and we go down to the swing low, which was just below $9, it is obviously on a weekly time frame, so it is quite hard to get exactly the right number. So we'll go 904. Okay, let's look at the levels here. So if we do take a look at this chart, guys, we're looking at obviously the 1.618 on this one is about that $427 mark. I think that's a reasonable target from here, which is still probably just shy of a 3x for Solana. Obviously the next chart, and this being the swing sort of location, guys, I'll show you why the 2.618 is probably a reasonable target to have. It's a $682. So I would love for Solana to go there. I would probably be a millionaire, if not multi-millionaire across the market if Solana does reach about that level. However, obviously, that is quite a large extension from price range right now. However, as I've shown you in previous videos, the bull cycle can often last another year from current days. So be patient, and we could definitely see prices get up to that $682 for Solana. Now, just to show you that this does actually work, guys, let's take the swing high from last cycle to the swing low, and what we will find is that it actually aligns up very nicely. So if we look there to swing high to swing low, as you can see, we actually retested the 3.618, okay, multiple times, okay? So it is a great way to trade and great way to set some levels. And what you can see on Solana is that it actually went way above that. But obviously some things to take into consideration, guys. Solana is now a top 10 token, okay? Solana here was in single figures, okay? very different. Larger market cap makes it a lot harder to obviously see larger returns in terms of X's, in terms of profits. So as you can see, this region here, where did we bounce between 2.618 and 3.618? So it's a great tool to be using, and that's why I'm using this as my targets for Solana. So using the macro time frame, guys, 427, okay, and 682 for Solana. All right, let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum, who's even trading this? I actually bought some Ethereum, guys. I bought the FUD because I do like where the meme coins are currently at, so I'll be likely looking in the trenches for Ethereum. But let's look at the swing, okay? So swing extension tool. So from the top, which is about 4.1, all the way to the swing low, which is about 2.1 so far. We will see that, yep, bang, I've already got it marked out, actually. Oopsies, there we go. Let's just change that. Make sure we select it. 7315, very reasonable target, okay? And obviously the first one would obviously be 5.3K. I think that like this is still technically a bull flag. And as much as Ethereum is much lagger this cycle, I still think it could potentially pump up here into this region. Now, obviously, the 3.618 is at 9.29. I don't think Ethereum gets to 10K. I mean, it could potentially pump up there in a wick, but I just don't see it this cycle happening. In the future, I definitely do think it could get there. For now, this remains probably my high time frame target, $7,315 for Ethereum. All right, on to the next one. AVAX versus Solana. Now, this is really interesting. It is always good to check your altcoins against Bitcoin and then obviously against other altcoins. As you can see, AVAX is currently breaking out against Solana. So let's obviously take a look at the extensions on Ethereum. Oh, we didn't do the Ethereum full cycle. So, oh, hold on. Greeny, pack your bags for a second. We could see 10K. Let's see. Okay, let's fib from a high to the bottom low this cycle, so $886. Let's look. Okay. Oh, look at that, guys. Oh my God. The 1.618 lines up with the 2.618 on the swing trade. That's crazy. Okay, so no, I still remain $7,315, remains my target. However, we could pump, as you can see, yep. So the 2.618 off the obvious swing high of last cycle to the swing low this cycle could see Ethereum reach $11,315. But again, guys, narrative is everything, and the narrative this cycle is not Ethereum, so something to be aware of. But there you go. My high time frame target, 7,315 and possibly 10K, guys, but locally low 9,000 for me. All right, so AVAX, it has bounced here. That's fantastic to see for my spot bags. This looks like it could be a macro low. So let's look at the swing trade. So from the top all the way to the bottom, okay, we're looking at $95. We're looking at 2.618. I think AVAX here probably could get to its 2.618, which, as you can see, guys, this is why I use fibs. This is why I love them on memecoins and altcoins. Okay, it would see AVAX put in a new all-time high or retest its all-time high at that 145 level. And then obviously the extension would be 193. If we zoom out a little bit further, take the swing high, okay, all the way to the swing low. And then we have a look down at that $8. Let's have a look. Now, yeah, bang, I've got it marked out. 232 is probably the likely target. Now, for me, I'm going to say less bullish on this one because it has a way weaker chart compared to Solana. I mean, Solana's up here in comparison, okay? So I mean, AVAX could pump up. I am targeting 232, guys. So that is literally a 10x nearly from this level. So that remains my high time frame target, 232 for AVAX. And then obviously if we do see a crazy parabolic price action on AVAX, 370 would be the level. All right, let's go to another couple top altcoins that I'm looking at. Now, Radium obviously has a lot of liquidity, a lot of history because it dropped literally at the Pico top last cycle in the end of 2021. But obviously, let's have a look at some fib levels. Now, this one's obviously a little bit different because we did bottom out, but we are still yet to get to these sorts of levels here in the mid-range. So for me, I still remain at about that 850 remains a high time frame target for me because there's obviously liquidity there from last cycle. If we do look at the extensions, guys, from the swing high, so the high we've seen this cycle to the current swing low, so we did pump up there to about 3.3. And we did make a kind of a lower low there, I suppose. So the extensions, guys, that I'm targeting would have to be here. So the first one would be 4.6, which is still probably about a 3x from here. 2.618 is about 6.7, guys, which is obviously, yeah, can't even do the math. What's that, like a 4x from here? And then this is the region where I've had this orange line drawn for a long time, just shy of the 3.618 fib extension from the swing high to the swing low. Around that $8 mark is probably where I would love to see Radium go. And just a reminder, guys, I was buying this, Craig and I, live on stream, talking about Radium middle of last year before anybody was at $50 million market cap. So for me, I got in about 0.2, I think it was. Yeah, 0.15, 0.2, I think. Yeah, so here in June, July. Yeah, no, I was accumulating. I'm going to have to bloody zoom in. That's how crazy it is. So I was accumulating, I think it was mid-year. So about here, let's go August, because that's a good time frame. 0.186, guys. Look at that. That's a 35x. Let's go. Bags are packed, guys. Would love to see rating get to about $8. All right, Jupiter. Very different, this one. Obviously, it's a token. That's only been launched this cycle. As you can see, I was bloody looking for longs recently, so let's just clean up the chart because there's too much going on there for this one right now in this case. But oh gosh, that would have been in a mad long that I was in initially. But let's have a look. So we take the swing high, different here, this guys, because obviously this one doesn't have a history to the swing low. These are the levels I'm targeting for Dupe. 2.59, so that's still a juicy 3 to 4x from here. And then obviously the 2.618 is about 3.8, guys. So you can still make a juicy bag on a lot of these top altcoins, which fit the narrative this cycle, guys. And narrative is so important for the right altcoins. All right, a couple more. Let's do Casper. So for Casper, this is one that's obviously outperforming a lot of tokens this cycle. As you can see, it hasn't even pulled back that much. So if we do take the swing high to the swing low, this one, I do think it does pump a lot higher. So 0.25, guys, or 0.26, I suppose. And then up there to 0.34, which in honesty is only about a 2x from here. But this market cap is crazy. Again, I got into this in December 2022. So where was that? About here. One that I found in the Pico low of the bear cycle. And so I'm up about a 55x on that. So again, bear cycles are where you make a lot of money, guys, if you are in the right tokens at the right time. So Casper, I definitely see it maybe doing about a 2x here. Possibly could see extension up to here about a 3x, just shy of a 3x. So yeah, Casper is probably a good long-time hold, but again, if you want better risk or risk to reward setups, I've just shown you a few. Last one before we dive into some of the top meme coins is PEPE, guys. I do like PEPE here. I currently am looking for some swing trade longs, as you can see, but let's have a look at this current setup. So swing trade all the way to the swing low. And again, we can't use previous price action because this one obviously dropped this cycle as well. So I'm seeing about that 0.24 region, which is still about a 3x from here, guys. The 2.618 is about 0.35, so that's about a 4x from here, guys. And then up here, guys, this is where I would love to target, about the 4.7 mark, okay? Satoshis, I don't even know what you call this, 0.47, let's just say that. So from 0.08 to 0.46, that's still quite a mad move. And don't be surprised if something like this, so that's a 5.6x, guys. So don't be surprised if PEPE does something like Doge did last cycle and goes even higher than these. So for me, that's a really easy swing trade, a top meme that I'm currently holding. And here are some of the other top memes that I'm currently holding. I've drawn this, I've put it on the timeline. I think something like this can happen. So let's take a look at the swing high. So this is the ultimate all-time high at 4.9 billion to the swing low, guys. And I think this is a very reasonable target for WIF to have. So as you can see, 7.26 billion, which is still a very juicy 5x. I think if I do some quick math right now, no, way less, Greeny, come on, 4x to there. Obviously 11 bill would probably be the 2.618, and then 15 bill would be the 3.618. Again, I just don't see why WIF couldn't do something like that, guys. So I'd remain extremely bullish on this high time frame bull wedge that we're looking at on WIF. I think this one could be a absolute sender in the months to come. Let's look at MOG. One of my favorites. Again, it has always been my favorite. I sold my bags up here, made the smart decision, got back in down here, guys. And who's laughing, okay? Me. Not other people who have held their bag down about 60%, but I managed to time that, so that's mad. But let's have a look. Swing high, okay, all the way to swing low. Okay, bang, let's have a look. Okay, so we're looking at 1.2 billy. Okay, for MOG, let's look up higher, 1.9 billy, and then the 3.618, 2.55 billy. Yeah, I think this one could easily get there, guys. It is so famous. The community is so strong. It's just a very strong meme, and it's probably one that I want to be holding very long term. So as I said before, accumulated down here. Once it took out this liquidity from this wick at the beginning of August, guys, I went hands down into a couple longs and obviously into spot bags there. So I'm holding WIF, and I'm obviously holding MOG, and I'm holding PEPE as my three top meme coin plays for this cycle over the next couple of months, if not the next year. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. There are some price predictions. Obviously the main one, Solana to $682. Let me know in the comment section down below, what are your price targets for altcoins and meme coins this cycle? Thanks for watching. So there you have it, guys, my altcoin and some meme coin price predictions. If you like my content, subscribe down below. smash the like button as well, guys. And obviously, if you'd like early access to these videos, plus other perks on the channel, check out the membership in the description below. And obviously check out the trading group, guys, if you want day-to-day analysis, education, trading crawls across meme coins, futures, altcoins, you name it, we have got it. Check it out using the what.com link in the description below. As always, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.